Hey everybody, today we're out here at the range and we're going to look at a small collection of some very interesting handguns. Here today on the table we have some restricted handguns that were actually converted from the Prohibited Class 12.6. Right here on the end we have an FN 1910 in 380 ACP. We also have a Jennings J-22 and 22 long rifle. We have an Astra Cub in 22 short, a Beretta 950B in 22 short, and a Glock 26 in 9mm. So as some of you may know, back in about 1995, the John Chrétien Liberal government of the time brought in a bill, Bill C-68, and that bill banned over half of the handguns here in Canada. Namely, any handgun with a barrel length of 4 1/4 inches or less, so short-barreled handguns, as well as any handgun that would discharge 25 or 32 ACP ammunition. And literally, that was at least half of the guns in handguns available here in Canada at the time. Existing owners were allowed to keep their handguns under a grandfathered license. It was called 12.6. And they could continue to buy, sell, trade between other grandfathered owners. But if someone was just getting into it after that time, you can't get them, right? So people like me, years later, with a restricted license, obviously we'd like the opportunity to have some of these small handguns too. So there's an option to actually be able to possess these handguns, and that is to get them out of the prohibited class. So that means altering their status, whether it be barrel length or caliber. So you may be wondering, how do you convert these handguns from prohibited to restricted status? Well, obviously either the barrel has to be lengthened or the caliber has to be changed, or both. If we take a look at this Jennings 22 long rifle handgun, the original existing barrel was the silver part here, obviously under 4 1/4 inches. To reclassify this to restricted, a gunsmith would purchase the handgun and he would perform what's called a barrel sleeve on it. A barrel sleeve is where you take the existing barrel, you would drill it out to a larger size and then slip a pre-rifled barrel sleeve inside. That barrel sleeve would be permanently affixed inside, therefore making the barrel permanently longer. Alright, let's have a look at this Astra Cub now. This one also, a barrel sleeve operation was also performed on this one. If we take the barrel out, we can see that this used to be the original barrel. The original barrel was drilled out, barrel sleeve installed, and then the thin, skinny barrel sleeve was built up in size to the original diameter of the existing barrel. So what looks to be a brand new, longer barrel is actually a very professionally lengthened barrel. The gunsmith would then submit pictures of the modified barrel and firearm to the Canadian Firearms Program. And the Canadian Firearms Program would legally reclassify it as restricted, making it transferable to myself or any other potential owner. If we take a look at the FN 1910, this firearm used to be a 32 ACP handgun with a barrel length less than 4 1/4 inches, making it a prohibited handgun on 2 counts, both barrel length and caliber. Interestingly enough, the barrel from this gun's big brother, the FN 1922, fits right into this FN 1910. The FN 1922 is a .380 caliber handgun, obviously with a barrel over 4 1/4 inches. And when you put that 1922 barrel in this 1910, it converts it to a restricted firearm, of course the paperwork has to be done as well. Alright, let's also take a look at this Glock 26 in 9mm. The Glock 26 in its original configuration would be a prohibited handgun here in Canada because of barrel length. This one in particular has a 107mm barrel installed. That's just over 4 1/4 inches. And it's a custom brand new barrel, so it hasn't been lengthened, it hasn't been modified. It's a brand new barrel, fit right into a standard Glock 26. So I'm just going to take the barrel out here real quick and show it to you. So that's a new manufacturer 107mm barrel for a Glock 26. And from what I gather, these were actually imported to Canada with a restricted barrel. And this particular firearm I don't think was actually converted from Prohibited. So there it is, a restricted Glock 26. Alright, let's take a few shots with these things. Let's start off with my favorite, the Astra Cub in 22 short. Wow, very nice. That was a 6-round magazine. Let's try the Beretta 950B now. Just grab it around here. Alright, Beretta 950B, how we load this one is we insert a fully loaded magazine. And there's a button on the side here that you flip and the barrel flips up. We then take a round, load it in the chamber, push down the barrel, pull back the hammer, this firearm's ready to go. Wow. Very interesting little pieces of hardware for sure. Alright, let's move on to the Jennings J-22. This is a very cheaply made firearm. Could malfunction. Let's see how it works. Alright, we're hot. Very nice. Now let's try the FN 1910 380 ACP. Got 5 rounds in the mag. Wow. In case you can't tell, guys, these things are awesome. Lastly, let's try the Glock 26 9mm. We got 5 rounds in a flush fit magazine. And that's just a quick look at some restricted handguns converted from the prohibited class here in Canada. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you all next time.